Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. It's your girl Dk1original coming at you from top of the same place, but not really. Yeah. I was putting a lot of thought into today's video, and I really thought about what I wanted to talk about, and what I really want to get into is the, how do I put it, the mental scarring that comes from neglecting or just like going through traumatic experiences, like how that messes you up, like in your mind. I was thinking about it today, and I was waiting for my friend. We had to link up for something, and I was like, I've been disappointed so many times that my default thing is we probably not gonna even link up. And then I was like, no, but I mustn't think like that. It literally gave me anxiety that my stomach was in knots. So it's like little things like that I always think about. It's like, you may not think the thing that you're doing is big, but because you never know where somebody has been or what they've gone through or what they've experienced, it literally is a like super traumatic experience, or like a super, something very small can be something like really big. And like the longer the time went on, the more I was like, oh, she's not gonna come. And it's like such a messed up way of living. And I've really just been like challenging myself, and just like I said yesterday, being self-aware is so important. So I've really been challenging myself, like, okay, DK, when you feel these emotions, why do you feel them? Where do they come from? We need to get to the root of it, because I really believe that the only way that you're gonna get better in anything is by getting to the bottom and the root of something. So I'm like, I've convinced myself that I'm an introvert, and okay, this is not even convincing, but I was like, why, and a lot of it really has to do with fear, and fear of people, and not just like fear of people, just fear of like being disappointed or fear of being let down. And I've really had to like deal with it, and I was just like unpacking a lot of emotions that I have. And I was thinking about a story that happened, like not a story, but like an event that took place in my life like 3 years ago. And I was thinking to myself, I was like, that particular event actually hurt me more than I admitted at the time. And there's so many things or personality traits that I've built now from that, and I've somehow put them into like my personality. And I'm like, but listen, when you go through intensively traumatic experiences, it does change you. There's no two way about it. It does change you. When you go through severe heartache, it changes you. Like, I am not the same person that I was when I was younger. I am by no means far from it. And I'm just like, it changes you, but it changes you sometimes in the negative sense. And I think it's so important to really go back sometimes and just like take stock and really introspect, like look into yourself and look into those areas where you're like, it's my personality or whatever, and ask yourself, why am I like that? And sorry guys, ask yourself, why am I like that? Why am I okay with little things like that? And don't ignore it. If something seems like a big deal to you, it is probably a big deal. I'm so sorry, I'm moving around a lot, guys. And don't ignore small little things that are big changes in your life. Pay attention to it and ask yourself, what happened for me to react like this to situations? So say for example, so like for me, like this thing of being anxious, like when I have plans with somebody, I never realized it. And I realized that years of disappointment, years of we're gonna do this and we don't, and just years of it has conditioned my mind to thinking if you make plans with somebody, the chances of it actually happening are not that great. So yeah, you know, always be kind to people if you can help it. I'm so sorry, guys. I'm like scratching. So always treat people with a lot of respect. Always treat the people, and that's why I always say, you know, be kind to people, because you never know what they're going through. And I think for me as well, it has taught me that even when I see somebody reacting in a certain way, that I ask myself, what could have possibly brought this person to this? And that even if they've been rude to me, that I'm never rude back, because I'm like, you know what, I don't know what got you to that place. I don't know what got you to the place where you act like that, or that you think like that, but you know what, it's cool, it's chill. I'm gonna be about you anyway, and I'm gonna support you regardless. Yeah, guys, live one day, you know what, one day I hope that I will be able to share with you guys, like when I speak about my experiences and I speak about what I've been through. One day I hope that I will be brave enough to actually sit in front of the camera and really detail it out to you guys. But at the moment, literally, it's so cringy, and literally when I think about even sharing it, it really brings me almost to the point of tears. And I'm just like, at the moment not, but one day I will be. And I really believe that in your stories, everything that you go through, you don't go through it just for you. You go through it to help someone else through it. Like if you went through it and you survived it, there's definitely a reason for that. So let me know in the comment section down below, what are some of the things that you've ever picked up? Like, let's say maybe after a breakup, or after like something, let's say after like an intense heartbreak or something like that happened to you, that you realize that you changed in that particular area.